I hate this mechanism with a passion. Norman Woodstock Spalding, bare bones radio broadcasting. I've operated a lot of equipment in my life, cranes. I think about the dangerous and fragile that I've done in my life without getting certified. The things that you put all this certification in now, when I was a kid, you went and the old man said, go do it. Here's the equipment. Go do it. Bluto done it. No, once in a while you'd bang something. I mean, sometimes that backhoe thing goes, well, when the equipment worked, you eased the handles and it worked. Well, I've done that. I can't do it as good as the guy who can work the whole day. You ever seen somebody can do that accurately? I mean, they'll make the bucket go around because they're working about 16 handles at once, like a keyboard. I ain't doing that. No, you got to operate that thing every day for hours to learn to do that. And they got to learn to do it. It's like riding a skateboard. You know, I didn't bring my water out here. Bare bones or sometimes while I'm talking, my mouth begins to get sticky. Dumbass. Water I run out of. I try to get as much water in me as I can. Water likes to run out. And I can only take so much. And I use it like a pill, like a supplement. Water's an asset. I detest it. You know why water is wet? So it absorbs. What a dumb idea. To me, it's a form of mucous membrane, and I don't even like it. What an idiot I don't know how I'd do, or how I'd work if there wasn't liquid. I don't like the idea of liquid at all. I don't like being a part of liquid. Not at all in any way, shape, or form. Stupid. You have the brains to build a cosmos of stars and planets. See, I'm going to take them at their verbatim, and I've gone to the Lord just with the words, the picture this religion gives me, take it to hand. It is astounding. And I'll share my life with you somewhat where I've taken this report of religion to hand and experienced it. And I do. So I take creation to the Lord and slam it right in the Lord's face. That's what I do. Like it? My government likes that. They're able to monitor me and learn something. Want to bet? Because I take it right off the top of my head what I'm going through. And I pray out loud instantly. Just like the Apostle Paul said. Instant in prayer. And Jesus said, get on the side of the hill and let her out. Okay. Makes sense to me. Monitor this. Please monitor me. The investigation someday will start. We're gathering information right now. Is an investigation a comparison? Is it? Investigations are comparisons. Most people aren't investigated thoroughly at all. Are they? Well, that's the trouble. You're holding trial without investigation, aren't you? And the trial itself is an investigation. Yes, it is. And it brings a lot of people into the investigation. Yes, it does. And you're not doing that with trial at all. And the court is supposed to demand it. And not supposed to, the court has to demand it. That has nothing to do with supposed. For it to work, I'm talking about living and law and compliance and all that, the court has to demand trial. For the court to say this plea bargain, okay, we'll accept the plea bargain. For cost reasons? Absolutely forbidden. To me, anyone in prison right now with plea bargain, come on. Well, they're demons. I'll just bet they are. What else can you produce with a society saying the things about itself that you're saying right here? Anywhere. All right, the only ones saying the right things are the Asians. They're not slandering each other at the rate you are. Unless you want to call India Asia, and I don't. The Indians like to say, we're Asia. Oh, bunk. I don't consider India Asia. Do you? Bah. Nepal is Asia. Asia is not that superstitious. It's bad enough to say Buddha is God. You know better. As soon as you study the history of Buddha, well, a human being turns into a god? No, a human being doesn't turn into a god. Human being is a human being. You take a human being out of a human being, put it a god, you just, what example you got now? Got an example? All gods are conceptual. You took a human being and put it into something conceptual. No. Humans are mammals. They're genetic and DNA. They're not conceptual. Conceptual things do not have experiences with mammals. No, don't. You tell me where your God's having your experience with you. Point to it, I'll blow holes all through it. You'll take turns and twist them so it'll be a hogwash for you to describe anything. How you've taken turns and go, wow, wrong. You ain't allowed to do it. What about? You describe your experience here. You are not allowed to take turns and twist it. That's what I say. One side of the floor, line. One line on the floor. One side is what you could know. The other side is what you could not know. Where are you standing? On the stuff where you couldn't possibly know. That's because you take turns and go, wow. I call currency money and picture it as prosperity. Is it? And most of your God's blessing comes through this lie about prosperity called currency. And you are a liar about God and blessing. Blessing comes from sweat and consideration and duty and contribution. And love the weak. You have to do it with appreciation of something bigger than all of you. Oh, yeah. As far as I'm concerned, the mechanics alone is so seducing to your appreciation. How do you keep from appreciating when you look at the mechanics of how this works? Priceless. That induces appreciation enough to make you sweat.